Hello everybody, this is Kiyoshi here. Welcome back to another video. Today's video, I'll be reviewing the brand new release Pop Mart x Hirono, the meme series blind boxes. So without further ado, let's get started. Let's take a look at the packaging first. I'm always a huge fan of Hirono. I collect all of their series because these series are just very different from the usual blind boxes or the usual IPs. It has this darkness yet sadness going on at the same time. It's very realistic. I think a lot of us could be relatable to one of these figures at least. Here's a meme in the front. Here's 12 figures in general and also a secret rare. I only got 3 of these Hirono figures this time. I think I will regret it, but yeah, I didn't want to collect the full set because I do think some of the themes or some of the figures are kind of like repeats, like of the previous releases. So yep, but still, if you're new to Hirono, I definitely recommend you get the full set because I always tell myself I just need 3, but I always ended up getting 12, and I have to pay extra for it because I didn't get the full package to start with, so I have to try my luck until I get all 12. Anyways, I think the one that I wanted the most from this series is the Seamer and also Secrecy. These 2 are the one that I wanted the most. But yeah, I didn't get the luck to get them, but I got the Guardian, I got the Prison, and I also got the Poem, which I will be reviewing them. Here's the other side. And here's the back. Make sure all your Popmar blind boxes comes with the authenticity sticker. Okay, the Show of Identity, designed by Lang. All right, move the packaging to the side, and now let's focus on the figures. Here we have 3. Here, let's do the first one. The first one is called the Prison, and here is his ID card. Yes, the black and white theme, which is amazing. All right, and here we have the figure. The figure does come with a little base. This is the sand base. And then here is Hirono. This is how you're supposed to display him, sitting inside of the circle, the sand circle that he draw himself. Then they're wearing a prison clothing, tied by all these branches. Also have a crown made out of sand, looking very sad or looking kind of weird, tilting to the side and all that. My definition, of this particular theme is, he's prisoning himself. Not the world is prisoning him, or he did anything bad in particular that got prisoned, sent to the prison. He draw a line on himself, and he tried to stay within that line. He prisoned himself. In reality, a lot of time there are a lot of things going on in our lives, and we're afraid of change. We're afraid of a lot of challenges. We're afraid of the unknown. Therefore, we always limit ourselves to the comfort zone. I think this is what this theme is about. This prison theme is about. We're always in our comfort zone. In a way, we feel like, oh, we have all these freedoms to work with because we feel so much relaxed, so much with so much security because we're in a comfort zone. Whereas, but in general speaking, we're also prisoning ourselves because we limit ourselves to a lot of the possibilities, to a lot of the challenges, to a lot of the things that could change our life. And or even make our life better. It's a risk. Risk goes both ways. It can go end up good and it can end up bad as well. But a lot of times we just circled ourselves in that little circle and afraid of stepping out. And in that little circles world, we thought we were the kings and queens. We're so thrilled. We think our life is perfect. Therefore, we give ourselves a crown. But that crown is made of sand. It's so breakable. Once something unforeseen event happen and then destroy your life, your perfect circle of life, you're so vulnerable, you're so weak. So I think this is what this theme is about. It's very, very iconic, I think, in today's society. Because who doesn't draw lines? Even myself would draw lines at times, especially the older you become, the more sensitive you become, the more afraid you are to changes. Okay, let's move to the next one. Next one, we have the cover character, which is the guardian. He's guarding something. This really resembles or reminded me of Studio Ghibli's, Howl's Moving Castle. that little, thingy. It's pretty cute. I don't know how to interpret this particular figure. I just think the theme is, a lot of time you're guarding something. Like if you're a parent, you're guarding your kids. A lot of time you try to step um, a couple steps back. You don't want to be that tiger mom, or that parent that your kids will tell others, oh, they mind my business so much. They're the reason that to my failure. Therefore, you still want to protect them, but you want to protect them from far away. By steering, by closely or secretly or quietly watching their steps, to make sure that they are heading towards success or heading towards the good way, not turning anything bad. Doing that process, you're tired too. You lost all of your hands and legs, your mobility, because your focus is no longer on yourself, your own life. It's someone else's life. It doesn't matter if it's your kids. It doesn't matter if it's your grandkids. It doesn't matter if it's your parents, your best friends, your boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife. A lot of times we choose someone else's life over ours for many reasons. Most of the reasons because of love. We do a lot of those things because of love. But think twice. Having that at the same time to balance it out of your own life. You should definitely have your own life too. Otherwise, all you're using is just being a guardian that no one appreciates. At the same time, you lost your own life. While you try to control other people's life, you lost your own life. That's very sad, isn't it? So something to think about, being a guardian. Yeah, this is a cool one. Last, I think this is the favorite one that I have out of the three. This is poem. Hirono is writing something on the pillow before sleeping. This thing is just so cool, I just really like it. He's writing the speechless pellet, and then it's a lot of times in the world, there's a lot of things you want to say. There's a lot of sadness, happiness, but mainly it's sad stuff or bad stuff, angry stuff. There's no one you can express to, because whether you don't have friends, you don't have family that will listen to you, or there are times you're so afraid of telling people because those are so secretic. You're afraid of, people will betray you if you tell them what's really going on deeply in your hearts. Sometimes the best friend, the best person to talk to is an object, because that object can only listen, but he or she or it will never be able to speak up or tell anyone. Therefore, that earns your full trust. In this case, you're writing down everything that goes through your mind: happiness, sadness, helplessness on this little pillow. Some of the lines I can read, it's I want to fly away, I want to, get through the window, flew out of the window. I think he needs freedom. I think he's being very stressed, or he's living in a situation that he want to escape from. I think this is very relatable. I really like it, this theme. Well, every day when you go to sleep, if something's stressing you out, probably you will have a hard time sleeping. A lot of times it's just that simple. You needed someone to talk to, yet at that particular moment, there's no one you can talk to. Or there are situations just very hard for you to open up and then just tell someone about it. It's not about trusting others, just always deliver your pain to others. Sometimes you're very caring too. You don't want others to worry about your worry, right? That is why nowadays so many people get sick mentally, because a lot of time they keep these things to themselves, and over time they get sick, mentally. So I think that's a good practice, though. Write it down, or speak to an object. Sounds weird, but it really works. Sometimes I do that too. Not often, but sometimes I do that too. Find an object, maybe your favorite object. It can be a toy, it can be a figure, it can be a poster, it can be an idol. It can be a stuffed toy, stuffed animal. You talk to them, just like little kids. Like when we were kids, we talked to invisible friends, right? Well, now as an adult, we can still have those invisible friends in a different way, express our joys, sadness, loneliness, helplessness, Not looking for solutions or anything, because trust me, a lot of times you have those solutions already on top of your head, because it's just because you're not trusting yourself, or you're still in that little, situations you couldn't see it, or realized it. But a lot of time, trust me, the person in the trouble already foresee, already know, or already have a plan, a solution. He just needs someone to be affirmative, someone to, tell you this is the way to go. So in this scenario, put your thoughts down. Doesn't matter what kind of thoughts. Write it in a diary. Talk to an object, your favorite poster or something like that. I think that really helps you out. Especially if you're stressed out throughout the day, you need something to accommodate you to go to sleep peacefully and smoothly. I think this is a good way. Anyways, this is my take of this particular theme poem. I really liked it because I have done that sometimes. Not a lot these years, because I overall consider myself to be a very happy person and have a very happy life that I don't complain much. But yeah, getting to this life, I did went through up and downs in work, relationship, family problems. I think we all do. But just trust me, at the end, the good things will always happen to those who think positive. And this is one thing that I want to share, on top of the Hirono figures. So here we go. This is my review of the brand new Mart Hirono Mime series figures. We have Prison, we have Guardian, and we have Poem here. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Bye bye.